Hello everyone and welcome back. Yes, as you can see, excluding the weapon, which is still the Eureka weapon, I've got the full outfit. Well, the cast as Revel outfit. I really dislike the tank one. So it's like, well, looking at the context, and obviously there's a dungeon upcoming-ish. DPS, tank, healer. I'm imagining that the others are going to meet up with us, but I feel like being the DPS makes the most sense. Also, still only got that on because I want to use the 76 outfit, but I can't yet. I really need to work more on gear. Whatever, doesn't matter. Let's get straight into this. Also, I have a pupper with me. On track, Minfilia remains adrift in the turbulent sea of thought.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was stuck in my own head again. It's clear that Magnus has no intention of helping us, but perhaps we should ask the other residents. They may know something of the trolley. I'll take to the north side of town. Let me know if you learn anything.
Can do. Nice initiative. Thancred, art thou truly content to stand witness to fate's course and take no part? This isn't a matter of fate, Urianger. It's about choice, and I've had years to decide where I stand. Minfilia has spent too long in chains already. I would not shackle her again by making my hopes known. It is for her to choose what shape her destiny will take. It is for me to stay silent, to protect her, teach her, stand by her. That at least I can do for her. Makes sense? So be it. Come, let us make our own inquiries. Alright, who we're chatting with? There's a jerk. Double poppers! It's the I was gonna say it's like the Cerberus of poppers.
Oh, there you are. You'll be pleased to know that I got our friends back home with no trouble.
Our friend, not friends, just the one guy. I beat him up.
And he's just fine. He was a bit shaken up is all. You, what did Magnus have to say?
Well, I saw.
I did have a faint hope that your need might prompt into action, where our interest is not. But I suppose that was foolish of me. I am sorry that we couldn't be of help, though. I could at least show you the trolley car we have here, if you'd like. You could give it a stroke or two. It has some very smooth wood. That's what might have been treated. You mean to say I'm not giving up? Even knowing that Magnus is, Magnus? I don't see much point in your being stubborn about it. Though, perhaps stubbornness is exactly what our situation calls for. Can't forge iron without an anvil after all. I can't imagine that anything you try will work, but if you're certain, you can help me make preparations in the event that he does. Or that it does. To that end, take this toolbox. We're going to inspect the rails. I'll have a look along the tracks for anything that is in need of repair. You bring the tools, and be ready to hand it to me whenever I stop to work.
Sure, I can help with that.
This spot looks like it could use a bit of work. Could you ready the tools for me?
Alright, open the toolbox next one. Oh, that's interesting. Too large toolbox. No one could ever possibly need this many tools, let alone to carry them all on their person at one time. You open the box, revealing the proud array of lovingly maintained tools within.
Brilliant! Now, if you could hand me what I need as I work, that would be a help. In this case, well, this bolt is loose. For one matter, we can't have that. I'll need to tighten it.
I just want to see what it says for saw. Saw? That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. I need something to tighten the bolt, please. It actually could be either of them. I imagine it's the wrench. But you could technically tighten a bolt with a cloth. I could use this to wipe any excess oil clinging to the boat, but I don't think that will be necessary in this case. I'd like to move right to tightening the boat, so please, hand me the tool for that. I mean, you've got to pick the joke options. Alright. Wrench it is. I do like my interpretation of the warrior of light. I need something to tighten the boat. Saw? No. To tighten the boat. Cloth? I'll let you help clean it. Thank you. This one will do nicely. And give me one moment and... Oh, new sound. There! I don't see any other problems here. So, let's continue along the track. I hope that there's an option for the saw for every single one of them. No, I should have went on the mount. Too late now. I'm running. I see him. He's far in the distance. I'm a bit concerned about this lantern post. Would you ready the tools for me? Saw? Set down the toolbox. The muscles in your arm enjoy profound relief. You open it once again. You're quite handy to have around you now. As to the lamp here, these aren't often necessary these days, but if we're going to do this, we might as well do it properly. And if by some miracle the night returns, as it did in Lakeland, well, it's a nice thought. Anyhow, a bit of this post seems to have been seems to have splintered. Whether its lamp is to be lit or not, we wouldn't want those little pieces of wood jabbing the next person who comes through here to do maintenance. I'll need to send it down a bit. Damn, not saw. Nah, wait. It is there! A bulky saw? Saw? Sure, I'll simply hack away with a massive saw. Honestly, are you away with the Fae? We're trying to prevent splitters, not chap down the post like a tree. Now, hand me something a bit more delicate if you please. Jesus, it like auto-clicked that so fast. A saw? Heavy hammer? Or a file? Heavy hammer or a file? I think a hammer would be much better for smoothing things out. Hammer?
You have an interesting sense of humour.
I really do.
Now, can I have the proper tool this time?
Alright. There you go. Have the file. So? Sandpaper would probably work a bit better, but yeah.
Yes, a wood file's perfect. Let me even this out.
But I don't know how bad the splinters are, I suppose.
That should do it. I'll bring some varnish along next time to finish the job. I haven't spotted any other problems, so we can move along now. Unless you'd like to take in the view of the tracks from here for a bit longer. It's breathtaking, I know. Mining has always been a primary vocation for folks in the hills of Amber, you see. But after a certain point, they had dug up everything that could easily be reached and carried it back by manpower alone. It was then that the Nebeth Empire struck upon the idea of the Talos, which they had seen at work abroad. At great expense, the Nebeth brought the Mistel engineers who specialised in Talos here to the hills. And wouldn't you know it, the mining industry picked right up again. Torn itself sprung up around that time, as a matter of fact. It was named after the entwining of tales, the fruitful cooperation between the native Ronzo and the newly come Mistel. But that, like so much else, fell apart in the wake of the flood. The Mistel left, taking their knowledge with them. It was 15 years ago that the last of them, the folks from Daedalus Stoneworks, took off for Yulmore, and now no one remains that can repair and operate the Talos. But there's no use in lamenting what can't be changed. And there's one more thing we need to do while we're out here, so we might as well get to it. Vultures occasionally make their nests on the tracks, you see, and it falls to us to remove them whenever they do. The creatures are angry when disturbed, which is, well, natural, but nevertheless a danger to anyone passing by. It's not my favourite task, to be honest with you. As you may have noticed, I'm not terribly suited to confrontation. That's it. Would you follow the tracks north and remove any nests you find for me? I'll keep an eye on things from here.
Yeah, I can do that.
Be careful when removing the nests. The vultures who made them never seem to be far away. Of course, they never could be far enough away for my taste, so my perception may be a bit biased.
Ha. Right, yeah, so it's just northern. Hop. Not dangerous at all. Oh, dead bird. Oh! Oh, I nearly missed. Actually... yeah. Can you... ah, that's funny. You can't jump over when you're at that part. Can you normally? Let's try it here. Yeah, well... I did it up there, you idiot. Be gone, tiny Bahamut. Oh! It took so long between that I can automatically use Phoenix. Nice! I still do wonder if losing the Eggy makes a big difference. I imagine it doesn't. I can only imagine that they know what they're doing when they're making the upgrades and, well, all the abilities and stuff. As I said in, I think, the last video though, it's kind of hard to test. Or was it the last recording? I don't know, it was a while ago. Fuck! Fuck! Oh, there's nowhere close. God damn it. God damn it. Alright.
Thank you. That should be everything taken care of. In return for your help, I'll tell you a bit more about the trolley. Nothing that can get it started again though. As I said, the only people who knew how to repair the Talos are long gone. When they left, the life began to bleed out of the town. The trolley's tracks rusted, and the cars fell in... Cars? Yeah, that's right. And he said I wanted to say carts, but no. Fell into disrepair. Now, I was born in Twine, raised there. My first word was trolley, damn it. And those were the worst years of my life. But then, about 7 years passed, Magnus and his wife returned to us. Magnus is a real proper trolley engineer, and perhaps he would never have left in the first place if it hadn't been for his son. As you're well aware, Armorang is hardly the safest place, and Magnus wanted his child to grow up away from its dangers. It didn't help in the end. Sin Eater's got the boy. Isn't that always the way? The child had always said that someday he wanted to see Magnus's trolley running again. So in his memory, they returned to Twine, started fixing those rusted rails and broken cars. And it was going well for a time. Wicked White! Vultures? Are they back for revenge? Never mind. I don't want to find out.
Alright. That's the noise it made, right? Jump. Oh, damn it. I thought he was up, like, gonna be back there still. Or again, rather.
Yeah. Nice work out there. And now that you know the story of the trolley, won't do you much good without the Talos, though.
Alright.
And now you know the story of the trolley, won't do you much good without the Talos, though. If there was even a single one that still functioned, things might be different. But, well, here we are.
Panties. And then 1,000,000 quests. Like 1 billion quests. Also, come on. Scavengers assemble. Down for maintenance. Despite his better judgment, Jerk is considering throwing you a bone. Not that it'll do you any good, but we do have a Talos we've been meaning to repair. Yeah, it's over there. Trying to see if I can see it from here. Oh wait, no. Over there. There it is. You can see it. Above that post. Anyways.
I can show you if you'd like. It'd certainly be nicer to hear something other than Magnus's griping for a change.
Also, totally forgot to change for the experience. Nah. Unrepaired Talos. Thou art come to examine the Talos.
Looks like someone's already been to see it. Please, look as much as you like.
I would guess it's missing its core, like the mammoths. Truly a most vexing state of affairs. I thought mayhap a closer examination might yield something of value. I see. The means to build Talos stone by stone are lost to us, 'tis true. But here before us slumbers a most fine specimen. Might just have to be turned off. Where's the on switch? Indeed, were it not for a few minor failings, it would be in working condition. 'Twill likely require naught but a few modest repairs and a suffusion of ether.
Well, if you think you can get that thing up and running, far be it from me to stop you. But what exactly do you reckon's the problem?
I should stress that I have performed only the most cursory of examinations, though such arcane structures are not unwholly familiar to me. As I did suspect from the first, it is host to a network of veins through which ether floweth freely. Or so it would, were it not for several fractures which now impede said flow.
How in the hells did you get all that from just a glance? I take it you've thought up a solution as well then?
To bridge these fissures requireth a material highly conductive to ether. Once in place, I believe it will be possible to restore the Talos to life. Might I prevail thee to acquire that which we require? Not far beyond the walls of Twine dwelleth a creature of living stone, the Dabatage. Full sure am I that stone from such a being would prove most suitable for our needs. Something crystalline out was what I was going to guess. Very good. I shall have Thancred and Minfilia attend me in the remaining preparations. I spied but 3 obstructions to the flow of the ether in the Talos, and thus would I ask you to provide 3 stones of the Devitage. All else will be made ready upon thy return. Worry not, Alexander. Preparations here will be completed ere long.
Wish we had a mage like him around sooner. As you might imagine, we've had trouble convincing people to come here to help. They either refuse outright or demand payment far beyond anything we could hope to afford. It's why we've made such little progress in repairing the Talos. We've pored over every scrap of paper left behind by Daedalus Stoneworks, hoping we might learn how it's done, but it just isn't enough. Alright, time to go kill some guys.